I would say we got between us, all three of us, we got what, 2 rings, 2 gold medals.
We got a Hall of Fame resume.
For sure. Watch out, girl.
Bro, they might hang us up in the rafters, boy.
Champion in my vein, all of this came not by luck. Going too crazy in the stadium, got the city going. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Roommate Show presented by Bet365, where the vibes are always immaculate, or I guess you can say permanently immaculate, a Playmaker original. Obviously, we got JB, aka Captain, the King of New York here. We got Matt. Yeah, we just got Matt. So
not the King of New York.
No. You'd be like a Stewart of New York, Stewart of Manhattan.
Stewart?
Yeah, Stewart. Right. And today we have a very special guest whose intro is probably the longest we have. She has a long list of accolades, and I'm going to sit here and read every single one of them. She is a 2-time WNBA champion, 1-time final MVP of the Paris Olympics, unanimously voted for her 3rd WNBA MVP after breaking the single season record for points and rebounds this season. 2-time DPOY, 4-time all defensive team, 4-time league leader in blocks, 6-time all-star, 5-time all WNBA, 2018 rookie of the year. In college, she was the GOAT, 3-time All-American, 3-time SEC player of the year, 2-time SEC defensive player of the year. Good Lord, National Player of the Year. Has a statue that will stand forever at South Carolina. So yeah, we have the one of one, A'ja Wilson. The longest list of accolades I've probably seen, and it's still growing. So
that was a lot. You did not have to do that, but thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, take a deep breath, Josh.
Yeah, exactly. They messed. Y'all messed up. Y'all should have said, aren't you a 2-time Olympian? Or just one? 2-time Olympian, right? Yeah.
2. She's 2.
Yeah.
Josh, can you say single season?
Yeah, that was a single season, right? Season. The list kind of messed things up.
Oh. That wasn't their best one. They set you up for failure.
That was probably one of my in terms of reading, one of my better intros. So
yeah, and I'm proud of you.
Appreciate
it. But I'm just happy we finally got Twin on the podcast. You know, me and A'ja did something in college that Josh couldn't do.
That's kind of
National Player of the Year.
A'ja, I got a question. If any of your teammates, you and any of your teammates had a podcast, who would it be?
Ooh, I would have to say probably Sydney Colson. Yeah. Or even Jackie Young. Jackie doesn't talk as much, but I feel like in the podcast world, she could actually be like pretty cool. So between Jackie and Sid. Yeah.
I feel like one of the funnest things about the dynamic this year was seeing you guys embrace Kate Martin. Like all the clips of her like dancing and just like it was funny.
Yes, I mean we love Kate. Like Kate is probably like she was our little sister. She was our little sister that we were like, all right, we got to get you on board and get you on board quickly. And she's always down for a good time. I'm glad that she allowed us to have fun because some people could be a little like stuck up and like too cool for school. But no, Kate is pretty awesome. She's a joy to be around.
She's a real one for wearing the South Carolina sweatsuit because I for sure wouldn't have won that. Didn't y'all just beat them? I mean, wasn't that her final game?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, nah.
It's the bet. It's the bet. You have to do it. You can't say no.
That's a fact. Josh doesn't live up to his bets.
That sucks.
I live up to all of my bets.
You still owe me from the last time you put NCAA.
I do. That's because we're gonna run it back, bro. Actually, A'ja, you should be very proud of me. We have a dynasty league, and I'm the Cox. See?
Yes, we love to hear. Yes,
go. I am them.
Yes, he is, and he plays at South Carolina.
Wow, look at you embracing it. I love that for you.
What can I say? The great team, great atmosphere. I felt like
great name.
Great name.
Great name. What's the mascot's actual name? Is it Richard?
All right, well,
no
that's not
way.
original.
It's Cocky.
No way.
Cocky.
Yeah. Okay, so are they like, obviously they're the Gamecocks, but like, is there like a nickname, like what, the Fighting Cocks or like the Mighty Cocks?
No, just Cox, plain Cox. We don't need all this
Just
extra
Cocks.
stuff. Like Cox,
Okay.
right there. Boom. Cocky
Just
and Cox.
Speaks for
Go
itself.
Cox.
not okay, just regular Cocks.
That's it, plain and simple. But it has to be in all caps. Like that's the real one.
Cocks.
There
That's
it
what
is. There it is.
That like rang in my ears.
There it is. Yep.
brother.
Yeah.
I hope
Anyway,
that doesn't ring in your ear, brother.
No,
Yeah,
it was
that's
loud. Like
good.
you really screamed it.
Next question, Asia. Any advice for a teammate who tweets uncontrollably?
Oh my gosh. You really can't. You don't have any advice. You just gotta ignore them. Like I mute Sid and I still see her tweets. Like that's how scary it is. Like it's like she's still on my.
How does that work?
So when you see like you need to click view for this person's tweet, you're like, you don't want to do it, but you're like, I might as well just click view.
Right, because it probably has something to either do with me or my team in a crazy way, and I'm like, I have to look at this. And then it's Sid, and I'm like, oh, great. So yeah, I really don't have any advice, but to just kind of like let them do them, because it can get scary at times.
Exactly.
Before we even get too far, it's embarrassing to even admit this, but we're on season 2, episode 6, and this is our first woman that we've had on. And
Iconic.
And Jalen, there was, I think at one point you were like obviously we've been thinking about this for a while, but early in season 1, you were like, when the first woman on, I wanted to be Asia. I remember you said that.
See?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Thanks,
Absolutely.
guys.
I'm trying to see if hold
I
on.
said that. I
You did
take
say that.
ownership of that.
Thank
You
you
did say
for that, Jalen.
Well,
Thank you.
Josh and I had Asia on our podcast way back in the
Oh
day.
yeah, in
Like
Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And we filmed it in Vegas in person.
Yeah,
I don't even remember. That was like 2019, maybe
facts
2018.
before COVID. That's crazy.
Yep.
Before COVID.
Okay, look at us.
The list of accolades is longer now.
Who would have thought?
But
Who would have thought?
Look at us now.
look at us.
Yep. Look at us. Two MVPs later. Look at all of us.
Exactly.
Just showing.
I would say we got between us, all three of us, we got what, 2 rings?
We got a
two
Hall
gold
of Fame
medals?
We got a Hall of
For
Fame resume.
sure. Watch out, girl.
Bro, they might hang us up in the rafters, boy.
This segment is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Bet365. Let's talk NFL Week 12.
Niners and Packers
In Lambeau.
in Lambeau.
In Lambeau.
I'm going to say the Packers.
Yep. Smart man.
If it's less than a touchdown game. If it's over a touchdown game, I'm picking the Niners.
I just got the Packers straight up.
Cool. Lions, Colts.
It's in Indy, great city.
Indy's been having some.
Lions.
But Lions,
Indy's been having
yeah.
some quarterback troubles.
Lions.
Is it Flacco? Is it Anthony Richardson? I think they
Lions.
just said it was Anthony Richardson.
Lions.
I hope they don't give up on Anthony Richardson.
No,
So,
they put him back in the starting lineup.
Yeah, but he's younger than half of the like rookie quarterbacks right now.
Yeah.
He's younger than. So Steelers at Browns. Steelers. I'm going with Steelers.
What about you? Steelers?
Yeah, I don't know why I looked at that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then
Ravens, Chargers?
Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah, gotta go Ravens.
I want to say Ravens, but the Chargers are playing well.
I know, but think about it. Lamar's out there in nice sunny San Diego. No,
Yeah.
Los Angeles. My bad.
Damn.
The Los Angeles.
Yes.
Yeah, the Los Angeles now.
I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
but think about it, like, yeah, I'm going to go Lamar.
Yeah,
What am I
man.
doing?
They're gonna be out there, great vibes, and not just like the cold, gloomy East Coast.
But they thrive in that.
Ooh, the body. It could be a shell shock. Like, oh, what are we
Yeah,
doing?
like, oh my God, it's hot.
we don't like this.
Oh, brother.
Sunny and 75, please, no.
No.
Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Breaking news from Bet365. New customers now get $200 in bonus bets when you bet $5. Sign up, deposit $10, and place a bet for $5 to get $200 in bonus bets. Bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Arizona, Colorado, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Or 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa. 21 and over only, 18 and over in Kentucky. Must be present in Arizona, Colorado, Iowa, Indiana, Kentucky, and select parishes in Louisiana, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Terms and conditions apply.
Yo, y'all know what time it is? It's game time.
College football and the NFL are in full swing, the NBA and NHL now starting back up, and there's no better place to get tickets than Gametime. They make getting tickets fast and easy. Josh, let's hit up a Commanders game.
Gametime has a new feature, Gametime Picks, that makes getting tickets for your favorite live events even easier.
Gametime Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets.
We were just looking through the Gametime app, browsing seats on Gametime Picks to watch some Jaden Daniels, and wow, these deals are great.
Save time with Gametime Picks as it selects the deal for you without having to waste any time digging around.
What I like about the Gametime app, aside from the new Gametime Pick features, is the all-in pricing. Toggling this feature shows the total upfront with no surprise fees at checkout. Also, the seat views. Get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you buy.
Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Just download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code ROOMIES for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply.
Again, create an account and redeem code ROOMIES for $20 off.
Download Gametime today. Remember, what time did I say it was? Still Gametime, baby.
Asia, this season, I say for the entire W, I would say was a complete jump in like viewership and like interaction with fans, all that stuff. How do you view, from your perspective, how this season went when it comes to that?
I mean, exactly what you said. I feel like the growth was just like, it wasn't the creeping growth that we were used to. It was like, no, we're taking a leap. And that's something that you really don't see in leagues. It's kind of like over time, you're like, oh, wow, like, look at us. Look at where we've come. But I feel like this year it was kind of like, no, this is the time. Like, we're in the season of women's basketball. And it was so much fun to just like, it was aggravating. I'm not going to lie. It was super annoying sometimes because you're constantly, you feel like you have to like, reprove yourself, and like you feel like you have to like go out and be like, no, this is what y'all been missing. And it kind of took away the fun of the game because you felt like you had to like defend yourself and like defend who you are as a player like every single game. But like just to see the growth of viewership and like the fans and everyone around, it was obviously just like a lot of fun that people are like finally giving us like what's been due for, obviously in our eyes, 28 years. But no, it's been a lot of fun to be a part of.
Did you feel like, or at any point did you say to yourself, okay, I don't really care what these people have to say about me. I'm just going to go out there and just do me? Because I know that could definitely get a little bit irritating when everyone's just like, no matter how good you think you're doing, someone's going to come in and say, well, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. So like, at what point do you think you were just like, all right, F it, I'm not worried about
it was probably just early on in the season. I would just have to say maybe like 10 games in is when I was just like, you know what, like I'm not about to go back with fans. I'm not about to go back with anything. Like the time is now. Like whatever you do, people are going to say something regardless. So you might as well do it your way. And that's kind of when it just clicked with me that I'm like, no, like I'm not about to waste my energy and giving my energy to people that are literally draining it from me. So then that's when it really started to get fun, was when I would step on the court and I'm like, oh, it's feast, like it's time. Like it's time to eat at this point. Yeah, that's really where my fun came from.
Is Ace's Twitter as toxic as Knick's Twitter?
I don't know. You guys are, no, you're like, y'all really, really toxic. I don't think we're that toxic because I don't know why. I don't know. Something about y'all's Twitter is just really like, really, it's harsh. Like, it's harsh. Like, some things I see, like, I'm not on Twitter as much, but I remember sometimes I'm seeing stuff and I'm just like, geez, like, that is not necessary. Like, we're talking about, like, you guys, like, as athletes and humans and players, like, why are we discussing this? So I don't think we're as toxic, but I think we're pettier. Like, we're petty, for sure.
Ooh,
Well, WNBA got a Centel. We do have WNBA Centel now. So that's like a
For me, yeah.
toxic rite of passage.
And like that goes back to what I was saying. Like you started to feel like you had to just like defend yourself and put these guards up just to play, and it's like, oh my God, I don't even care about this. Like I just want to hoops.
At what point during this past season did you individually realize like, oh, this is going to be a record year for the league? Like, at what point were you like, oh, this level of attention is way different? The chatter on social media, the viewership, like, was it apparent from day one?
Not really, because I feel like it's in the W, like we go through phases where everyone's like, it's a fresh off of the college high. Everyone's like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then midway through the summer, it just like dies down and it goes back to just like, oh, no one watches this shit. Like, oh, this is slow day in the office. Like we get back to that. And then sometimes it creeps in the finals, depending on who's in the finals. So it was like, it's very trendy. But this summer, I just wanted to see if we could sustain it through the whole summer. And I think it honestly hit me, when we got charter flights. I was like, wow, we've been asking for this for a minute. And now all of a sudden it's like, boom, here we go. And I think that's when I was just like, oh no, now the tables are starting to turn. Like now we're starting to get some motion because this is something we've been screaming from the rooftop for a minute, even probably before I got into the league. And I think then that's when I'm like, okay, like now we're starting to be treated like professional athletes, because it would suck getting on a flight and you're sitting next to a gym who has God knows what, and you're about to go play like midway through the regular season. So it's like, it was very uneasy. But I think once we got charter flights, I was like, oh, nah, like this is the shift that we've really been wanting and needing.
What's wrong with Jim?
Jim? I don't know Jim Kids. I don't know what he's coming back with. I don't know what you got. We're in Vegas. I don't know what you're leaving with. No, stay away from me, Jim.
Jim's leaving with some stuff for sure.
Jim just lost everything. He just lost everything. I want to talk about, before we talk about the Olympics, I always thought this is crazy. Like, you guys take a pause in the middle of your season to go play in the Olympics. How do you come back to, like, now you're playing back for your team, like your club team? Like what is that transition like?
It's insane, and it's something that I was so nervous about when like Tokyo pulled up, because I'm like, how do you do this? Like, we literally go from being complete rivals to spending 2.5 weeks together, like being teammates, going to win a gold medal. And now when you come back, it's not like, oh, okay, here's the rest of the season. It's like, no, it's a playoff push. Like, now it's time to rock and roll. So it was very hard for me to like compartmentalize that, because I'm like, if we just lost to y'all fresh before All-Star break, and now I got to go be your teammate, like, I'm salty, I'm hating, because I'm like, how y'all do that? But you got to be teammates and cool, and I love my Olympic teammates. I feel like we get really close in a like short period of time, which is amazing. But yeah, it is definitely like it tests your mental toughness, because in the Olympics, it's not like you're competing against like JV teams, like you're competing against national teams of countries that literally want to kick your ass. So yeah, it definitely like puts you in a different mind space of like, it's literally gold or nothing. So it's cool.
I'll say that has to be extremely hard, especially for you guys, because obviously you guys win gold.
Yeah.
So like, I just know if that was me having to do that in the middle of the season,
Right.
and come back and not be lit, boy, I'm coming back. I'm doing the Dennis Rodman. I gotta go to Vegas.
Real quick, yeah.
Just let me know when y'all really need me. Let me know. I'll make my way there. But until then, don't call me. Don't text me. I'm gonna celebrate this lifetime achievement that I've been trying to get.
I'll get back to y'all done.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get it back next year, guys. Training camp. We're gonna keep building.
Yes. I wish. No. Sometimes we'll get back from the Olympics and you have like 4 days before you gotta like either go to your city to play or actually play in a game. So like you really don't get a break.
You're still fighting jet lag at that point.
You don't even know where you are. Like you're just like, all right, we're just gonna see how this goes and go from there. But yeah, it's exhausting at times.
This MVP segment is sponsored by Tommy John, the MVP of your underwear drawer. So Asia, you unlocked a new level this season, winning your 3rd MVP and the 2nd unanimous MVP ever. How were you able to still reach new heights and break your own records in your 7th WNBA season?
How am I able to do this? I mean, it sounds so cliche, but I just work on my craft. Like, I want to be the best. I need greatness. Like, I want to do that. And you really can't take a lot of days off. You got to sacrifice a lot. So I kind of do that in the off season sometimes. Just when I don't want to work out, I kind of just think about like in season, I just really want to beat every team in our league. Like I don't like a lot of kumbaya. Like our league is it's united. Like we're always together. Like we gonna stand together, yes. But at the same time, I feel like I should be okay to say like I don't like any team in our league. So I love some players and I respect the players, but when it comes to teams and like wanting to beat them, that's my like sole purpose of my summer. So I keep that mindset through my off season, and if we don't have a good season, and I can kind of it lingers in my mind into the off season, like this past year. Oh, I have a lot of fun because now it's like a clean slate. I really can work out now.
I just want to say we can cut this if you don't answer, but that was. We all know you're the best player in the league. Who's the second best?
I mean, I have to say Stewie. Yeah, I feel like and I'm just thinking in terms of like trouble, not trouble guarding, but like someone that's like, all right, it's a handful of a matchup. I feel like it's Stewie in a lot of cases.
Would you say she gives you the biggest problems matchup wise, or is there another player that does that for you?
I don't really. My matchup is not really Stewie out the gate. I'm normally guarding Jonquel, and I would say Jonquel is a handful of a matchup because just of her size and how she can utilize her size very, very well. So I would say like JJ is a matchup hell sometimes because she's one player that really makes me feel like an undersized post, if that makes sense. Because like I'm really not the smallest, and so for me to feel like, oh nah, like hold on, let me go back in the weight room a little bit. Like that's a matchup problem to me. But like I don't think she'd be giving me the business now. Like it's not. We keep it real cool and cordial and friendly. Obviously on court we go bucket for bucket. But like when it comes to a matchup issue, like I'm like, all right, I got to get ready to guard JJ.
Last question for me, Asia. I know you talked about wanting to be the best. Who's your WNBA GOAT all time?
All time. I really can't say. I can't say.
She can't say yet because she's not done playing.
I'm just happy she didn't do the Maddie McConaughey. Me in 5 years, I'd be like, dang it, Asia.
Nah, I got some winning to do. I still got a lot to do before I can say be in the GOAT conversation. But I really honestly can't say. Yeah.
You can't say because you don't want to say right now, or because you.
No, I really don't have an answer. Like even when people ask for my like Mount Rushmore, I really like because it's just tough. It really is tough. So yeah, I really don't know.
Okay, so she's skating around this. She's PR trained.
Y'all not about to get me in trouble.
Head to TommyJohn.com/roomies so you can lock in the MVP of your underwear drawer.
Tommy John is back for the holiday season with the best products and deals you don't want to miss. We got the perfect gift for every member of your family. With over 20 million pairs sold and thousands of 5-star reviews, giving Tommy John is a holiday tradition.
I agree. Feels good to give, you know? But it feels great to give Tommy John, knowing that you're upgrading their lives.
Tommy John is the most comfortable underwear that I've ever worn. I actually have a pair on right now. How about you guys?
I got mine on. Absolutely. Super comfortable. Always. Stay with the Tommy John.
So this holiday season, we got 2 pairs for you.
We got the Second Skin plaid 4-inch trunk underwear pack. I think this is the best underwear out there. I love it. I love the plaid on the waistband. Super great for everyday wear. Soft, breathable. Yeah, I love it. It feels like you're not even really wearing them. That's why they call it Second Skin.
And I got the 360 Sport Trunk. Super durable, super breathable. For the active guys, it's moisture wicking, so you stay sweat free all through your workout. Guy like me, I need them since we're very active. Play basketball, so we need some good breathability.
And all Tommy John underwear actually come in a variety of inseams. So you got 4-inch, 6-inch, or 8-inch. So, you know, whatever you need, they got something for you. And yeah, length does matter for sure. You have a 2-inch one, or it's 4-inch? Wow. Sorry.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Hey, that was good. I can't lie. That was good.
I ain't gonna lie, I was looking at these. I'm like, these are a little small.
Yeah. Be the GOAT, the greatest gifter of all time, and gift Tommy John this holiday season. Don't miss Tommy John's best deal ever.
If you're looking to score your gifts early this year, go to TommyJohn.com/roomies for 30% off right now. Save 30% off site-wide for Black Friday at TommyJohn.com/roomies.
This episode is sponsored by ZipRecruiter. Starting businesses, I know the hardships. Not enough qualified candidates and needing to fill the role right away is a common one.
Thankfully, there's a place you can go for help. ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter does the work for you to make hiring fast and easy.
And right now, you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/roomies.
ZipRecruiter's smart technology identifies top talent for your roles quickly, as quick as Josh gets those rebounds.
Hey, man, appreciate it.
Please. Immediately after you post your job, ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology starts showing you qualified people for it.
Experience faster, easier hiring with ZipRecruiter.
4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it for free at our exclusive link, ziprecruiter.com/roomies.
Again, that's ziprecruiter.com/roomies. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
So do you think you guys have the toughest schedule in terms of like just everything, going from like college into the league, girls able to play overseas, goes really straight to overseas, coming back? Like, do you feel like as like professional athletes, you guys have like the most like stressful, like strenuous like careers?
Yeah, for sure. Because I feel like for us, like we don't have our rookie orientation is not like anything too crazy. It's literally like obviously like a day before the draft and you're sitting there and you're talking, but it's like we don't get to go work out for teams. We don't have a combine. Like it's literally like
That's so crazy.
Like you literally go from college. I remember it was like I went in, I got drafted. I literally did training camp and I came back to college just to walk to graduate. And then I had to go play my first preseason game. Like we don't have, like you don't have time to even like, I remember Jackie was just like, I had to get my draft dress in a matter of a day. And I'm just like, there's no way, one of the biggest nights of my life, I have to like be rushed. But you kind of have to, like it's college, then you go right into training camp. And then if you play overseas, that's like late October maybe, depending on when your club wants you over. And then you're gone. Like you're going. And then it's Olympic year and you're going. And it's insane. So yeah, I would have to say our schedule is pretty crazy. And for us, we had 6 Olympians this year. So that's like half our roster gone. And while other teams may have their whole roster, so they can like train, they can
practice, hoop, do all
like
that.
go on vacation, they can rest. So like it's a lot. And I'm surprised we did what we did this year because it was just a lot of just stuff going on. And stuff is the Olympics, but still stuff.
It shows too in the injuries, right? Like how often do you see someone going overseas to support themselves in the WNBA offseason and tear their ACL? And it's like, well, they're doing that so that they can make a living, but it's like where it's tough. So I think to answer your question, Josh, yes, for sure.
That's what I think.
Like imagine just finishing your season and going and playing another season. Like you don't touch a ball for
right.
I'm not gonna put your business out there, but quite a little while.
I don't. After the season, I don't touch a ball. I mean, this year I was hurt, but I didn't touch a ball for like what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks?
Yeah,
That's actually pretty good.
I'll say, when did I start? I think it was like 4 or 5 weeks.
That's actually pretty good for you.
Yeah, I mean, I started
for
lifting like after like 4 weeks.
I mean, you always start lifting before you start shooting.
Yeah,
4 weeks for real,
bro. You know my summertime lifts, bro. I be all legs, bro. Make sure my
Trust me, we know. We all seen the pictures, bro.
We saw the proposal.
We saw the proposal pictures. And she geeked. You saw that too. She knew exactly what we were talking about. She knew exactly what we were talking about.
The fact that joint still follows me to this day, and I proposed 4 years ago.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that. What else? Breast milk.
Yeah, that followed me for a while. It's still following me.
I feel like there's something else that's following him too. Still.
I mean, kind of like not really, but like your Call of Duty like raging where you break the keyboard.
Oh yeah, you broke the keyboard.
The meme when James Harden hit his face with the ball. That meme is still around.
Yeah.
All the time.
I think you spanking your trainer with a towel is going to probably follow you around for a little while.
Wow.
Yeah, you were spanking Anthony.
I have not seen this video.
Yeah, Josh is whipping our or athletic trainer with a towel.
It's like a celebration bucket. Like
as a celebration,
like on the bench.
It was
the worst part about it. He's not running it away.
Did you see his face? He's smiling and all that. Little freak.
That is crazy.
It
Wait,
was.
while we're on it, Cam, do you have the clip?
It was.
We'll get back to this, but
He is.
It was. It was. Obviously, I think you see the score of the game. We was up like 20, 25. We were excited. Matt Ryan, who's a New York native, just got his first bucket with the Knicks. So everybody was excited. And him, our trainer, Chico, he I forgot what he came over to say, and I had the towel, so I was like, "Get out of here, man!" And then I did it, and I just like, did it a couple more times, yeah.
And then what did I say 2 seconds later?
Yeah, you're like, yeah, someone's got that. That's gonna, you're gonna see that later. I'm like, yep, probably. And then I just go on Twitter. I'm like, yo, I just see someone tweet at me. Did I just see at Josh Hart spanking? I think it was like spanking somebody on the bench, and then it was curtains.
Just smiling. Wow.
Yeah, he the freak bull. He the one.
he's the culprit.
Yeah, look at his face. He can zoom on his face, bro.
That's okay.
Mad happy.
A Matt Ryan 3 will do that though.
Exactly, bro.
Wow.
That's like Matt Ryan 3 is like I won't say it's the same as like a Volpe homer, but like a Volpe, because he's a New York native, so it's like a Volpe single.
Okay. I just didn't know where you were going with that. I didn't know where you were going with that.
That's all I was going. But yeah, enough about me spanking, and more about Asia and the Aces.
Ooh. I don't know how we can follow that up though.
Yeah, no.
That's tough.
Have you ever spanked one of your team? No, I'm just kidding. What have we? Which one is it?
She definitely has.
That's.
She definitely has. The way you said it, she's like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Like,
That'd be crazy.
I'd never do that.
I don't know why y'all are giving me
Voluntary?
strange looks when Josh was literally just whipping someone and he's cheesing.
But I feel like that's more voluntary than what. Actually, let's not go down. That road. let's not go down. That road.
HR, please.
Oh my god. Yeah, let's not go down that road.
My birthday is on December 2nd. Just so you guys know.
Freak ass! Like, yo, what are we doing? Like, what? Like,
sorry.
Just put that out
Welcome
there.
to the welcome to the
gosh.
Roommates podcast.
Wow. Man. I will say though, paddle wheel aside, I feel like more videos of you guys as a team having fun you'd see those more than almost any other team, whether it was on the bench or like in the tunnel. Like it was just you guys having a good time.
Yeah.
You could tell there's real chemistry.
Yeah, we definitely are kind of like the AAU team of the W. Like we just kind of do weird things that may not be politically correct for teams the way they move, but I feel like that's just us. Like our sisterhood, our culture. It's just be yourself, and that's what we love. And we welcome people, whether it's like Jackie who doesn't talk, or it's like Sydney who talks too much. Like we're all in between. So when you see it, it's really like genuinely us.
Who is there an NBA team that you would say is that version in the NBA? Because when you said the AAU team, something came to mind for me. I'm curious.
I would say OKC. OKC seems like very Aces like they're really like constantly always around each other, like getting on each other's nerves. Yeah.
Yeah, like the interviews and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's us.
As a vet and the accolades that you have, did you set that culture or did it just kind of happen naturally?
Yeah, I think it's just kind of like a mixture of both. With me coming in, I didn't want to switch up nothing, honestly, because it was completely new. Like Vegas was a whole new team. We had a whole new front office. So like we could kind of write our own story in a sense. And so, yeah, when I came in, I was like, we want to be particular who's in our locker room. We don't need anyone that's got huge attitude problems. Like that's not going to be us. We want to win, but we also want to have fun while doing it. So, yeah, it's kind of a culture that I built. And then I'm so grateful for my teammates to kind of just accept in that culture and welcoming it to our rookies, to new people. And then we just have fun from there. And then it always looks good, obviously, when you're winning as well. So I'm glad that we can check that box, too.
Your first year, rookie year, was that the first year of
I was their first draft pick. Mm-hmm.
They're the first. Okay, because they were San Antonio right before.
Yeah.
Can you talk about how you guys might have? Probably one of the best practice facilities, men's and women's combined in the country, because that place is sweet.
Like, Mark Davis is someone that's like, I really have to like tip my hat off to him, because he's someone that literally was like, Asia, I don't know much about basketball, women's basketball, but I want to invest in you guys. What should I do? And he was like, here's what I can bring to the table. This is what I can do. Let's do it. And then we got our practice facility, like a home to call ourselves, like just call something our home. Because we don't really, our arena is clear. It's kind of like a convention center. It turns into a lot of different things. So our locker room isn't just our locker room. Like, we have to clean that out and just redo everything. But like, when it comes to our practice facility, it's ours. So he was like, whatever y'all want, whatever y'all need, let's do it. And so when you have people that can like back up their investment and like make sure you're good, you get those type of things. So it's pretty awesome. I love it. I love HQ.
Is Tom Brady part owner too?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
So,
all right, because he's part of that group
Yeah.
now. Right. That's what's up.
I feel like this is a nice lead into one of the other questions we have here, which is obviously there's a lot of talk about the revenue split and the collective bargaining agreement. And, there's a lot of people who are like, well, the WNBA is not making money, so why would we invest more? But I think what you said is like a good point. It's an investment, right? And so when you treat like you said the same thing about chartered flights, when you're not sitting next to Jim, who just ruined his whole life in Vegas. Poor Jim. But when you're not sitting next to him, when you're on a charter flight, there's an argument that the product on the court is better, right? And when you have a better practice facility, there's an argument that the products on the court is better. And so it's like a virtuous cycle. So the idea of like maybe the revenue isn't where they want it to be now, so therefore we shouldn't invest, just doesn't, to me, it doesn't make sense. Because if you have that mentality, there's never going to be improvements.
Right. It's like we could sit here and talk about growth, all this, but it's like if no one's willing to invest and like truly invest in it, not just talk the talk, but like walk the walk as well, you're never going to grow. Like, we got to be realistic in that standpoint. And so, yeah, when it comes to just our CBA and opting out of that, it's kind of like, okay, we're really ready to sit at this table and discuss like, no, who's going to put their money where their mouth is? And that's the conversation that we, the players, can continue to push. So should be interesting.
And Josh, give me a favor, bro.
Yeah, it was good.
If you're gonna continue to smack,
y'all can hear me
whatever you're
smacking?
eating-
My fault, bro.
Bro,
I was eating Mike and Ike's, bro.
It's
Sour watermelon flavor. Asia, go get you some sour watermelon.
I
Mike
know
and
those
Ike's.
are fire.
These ones go crazy.
I mean, do you like the watermelon ones, Matt?
Which ones? The watermelon Mike and Ike's?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
Yep.
I knew you wouldn't.
Oh.
Josh, of course, would. Asia would,
Yep,
of course.
that doesn't help
I
the
mean,
stereotype. Good job, Matt.
Yep.
No, I love them. They're my favorites. No, I haven't had them. I like the watermelon Sour Patch Kids. Those are nice.
Okay. You got the card back.
It's kind of basic.
I'm not asking for the card. I'm just saying like it wasn't a stereotype like Mike and Ike's. I don't know.
So if someone said, "Hey, we're giving Matt the card," right? You're just not gonna take the card. You're just gonna.
Jalen, I married a black woman. What are we doing?
Same.
Speaking of the card, Asia, have you seen Life?
Yeah.
Okay. The Fridays.
Yeah.
What else do we have? Don't Be a Menace.
No.
Okay. That's a check.
It's okay. I don't think I've seen Don't Be Menace either.
What's the other one with young Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Radio?
No, not
Fighting Temptation? No, not Fighting
really.
Temptation.
No. I know Cam, where you at? I know you got, what is it?
Boys in the Hood?
Boys in the Hood.
Sorry.
No?
I have not seen Boys in the Hood.
No?
I seen snippet, like I know enough to get the black card, but I honestly have not seen it.
I feel like you're teetering the line on this one.
Okay, that's fine. I'm black.
We need a couple, Josh. We need a couple
Yeah,
more.
need a couple more.
Not y'all about to take my card.
What's Harlem Nights? Okay.
At least she's honest though. Trey lied. Trey came on
Oh
this
yeah,
podcast
what was
and lied.
the New Jack City?
Oh yes, I have seen that. I think I have.
I don't know. Juice?
Yes, I've seen Juice.
Okay.
No, I haven't seen New Jack City. I'm sorry.
Okay. We'll let the viewers decide.
How are y'all gonna take my black card? Because I ain't seen a couple movies.
We're
not. No. I didn't. We're not taking the black card.
Okay.
Blue Streak.
Yes, that's with Martin Lawrence, right? Okay, yeah,
Okay,
I've seen that
yeah,
one.
okay.
Yes.
There's no way Matt seen Blue Streak.
Have not seen that movie.
No way Matt seen Blue Streak.
Nah, but I'll watch it with you.
No, let's watch a scary movie.
I'm good off that. I'm good off that.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, I don't know, we can. Speaking of the black card, Asia, you are very vocal about being an advocate for younger black girls and talk. You wrote a book.
I did.
So talk about obviously your goals with that, and talk about the book and the role model you're trying to be.
Yeah. I mean, for those that follow me, they probably know I am dyslexic. So me writing a book was like so far fetched because I was like, I'm barely comfortable like reading aloud, let alone just writing a book and having someone read it and have me read it. So I didn't really know where this book was going to go. I just started just kind of writing and thinking and talking with a lot of different people. And I found myself writing a whole chapter book, which kind of felt like a journal. I think that's what made it easier on me, is that it felt like just kind of like a diary. And I really wanted to write that book to give, and it says Dear Black Girls, but it is a book for everybody. But
So my kids can.
yes, 100%. Yes. And it's just a book to just say, be true to yourself. Like, this world is hard. It's ugly on its own. It doesn't need your help. Just kind of be kind to yourself and understand that all journeys are going to look different, but we're destined for something. And if we continue to just stay on the right path, we're going to get there. And I just had tons of fun doing it. I think my audiobook is my favorite because it literally feels like we're just having a conversation and I'm like talking on the phone. So yeah, it's been like tons of fun. My book tour was amazing. Seeing so many different people in spaces that I've never been to St. Louis before. I had an opportunity to go there. New Orleans crowd was amazing. Like I was in spaces where they don't have WNBA teams. So it's kind of like, well, how do you know Asia? And it actually had a great turnout. So no, it was tons of fun writing that. And then when I got the call saying that I was a New York Times bestseller, I was pretty happy about that accomplishment.
That's dope. I can't even lie. It's crazy how you like things you don't even think are possible. If you look back in time, you're like, I don't think that'll ever be possible. And then all of a sudden you go down this path where you do something really well, and then you get honored with something like that. That has to be like a remarkable feeling.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, people ask, like, where does it rank? And I'm like, it's pretty high because I wasn't expecting to do it. Like, it wasn't on my goal list. It was something like, and at the same time, I'm like, who would want to listen to me? I'm like, I barely want to listen to myself. So, like, just for people that, like, the audience is a whole different audience, which was cool to see.
This segment is brought to you by Macys Mode of One, where the style is simple yet bold. Shut up and dribble. Save the podcast for the off season. We heard it all. We wanted to ask, what are the boldest pieces of unsolicited advice you received, Asia?
I feel like my whole Twitter feed, like my mentions, is literally that type of advice. So I really can't pinpoint that. Because it's just like every time after every game, it's always something that's just like, oh, you should do this. And, oh, why do you roll your short? You really should roll your shorts up and tuck. It really makes the uniform look bad. And I'm like, who asked you? Who asked you?
One that we hear all the time, which is obviously just dumb, is the lowering the rim discussion. So at that point, are you even like, when you hear that, are you even giving that any...
I want that.
My God. What is it going to do? Like, you guys, like, honestly, if you want it, like, what is really it's gonna do for us?
It wouldn't do that much, but
okay, well then that could be like my off season. I would much rather just gear my off season to like, okay, Berta maxing it out. Like, let's focus on this jumping versus lowering it like an inch. That could change all of our shots. Do y'all not understand that?
I mean, yeah, that's why it's never gonna happen. But it's just like,
make sure, like, I would much rather just like, okay, let's get in the gym. Let's work. You never know. Next year I might dunk, Jalen. And y'all better go crazy.
Next year
y'all
I might dunk.
AJ ones.
Yeah, y'all better go crazy.
What are you saying, Josh?
Because of the AJ ones.
A1s.
The A1s.
A1s.
Jalen 1As.
One A one.
1As. That's why she did it. Asia really got my back for real. She got my back for real.
Yeah, no, I'm not. No, the Lord in the Rim is just very childish discussion.
I mean, we're childish on this podcast, so that's why we're having this discussion.
When you guys, whatever the unsolicited advice is, whether it's about the game in general, whether it's about how you guys play as individuals after a game, when you see that on social media, what are your thoughts? Do you pay it any mind?
I die laughing.
Do you keep
I love
scrolling?
it.
I laugh. I
It'd
laugh.
be hilarious.
I usually, yeah, you
have-
laugh. You can't be mad at it. Like, you can't. Like, why be mad at something that, like, why would you listen to someone who you have no
Don't even know they exist.
don't even know who they exist? Like, what? Like, it's
They
kinda
can't
funny.
do it. If they could do it, they would be who I am. They can't do it, so they gonna try to tell me what to do.
A lot of people can do what you do.
They not because they stupid.
Okay, yeah.
It ain't. That's it.
They not because they stupid. Put it on a shirt.
Exactly. Period.
Period.
Oh, roommates, merch. They not because they stupid.
There it is.
You don't have to be a pro to make bold moves with Macys Motive One. Check out all the pieces you can rock with this holiday season.
Yo, Josh, now that it's November, I'm really starting to like my Motive One sweater. It has so much versatility and swag. It makes it so comfortable just to go outside and feel warm and fresh. It's officially sweater weather. And with the holiday season approaching, Motive One is all about blending elevated, everyday essentials with bolder styles that I can rock around those holiday parties. Check out the Motive One brand at Macys in-store and online today.
Motive One has me covered for whatever mode I'm in. I love wearing my bomber jacket because it's not only cozy, but it also fits my vibe, and it's elevated basic. I wore a bunch of fun, cool jackets at our shoot and launch party too.
As a professional athlete, the right fit is everything. What I wear has a huge impact on keeping me focused and ready, whether I'm on or off the court, on the road, or celebrating the holidays.
Motive One is a brand designed for those who use style as a reflection of their individuality. I love its distinct vibe, and you can find it exclusively at Macys.
I know that you obviously you have a lot of years left on the court, but have you thought about life after basketball? I mean, even just hearing you talk about the stuff you've accomplished off the court's incredible.
Yeah, no, I haven't really given it any thought. I mean, I know the basketball's gonna stop bouncing, but for me, I just really focus in on the next generation, like giving them like the foundation to be able to be successful is something that I would love to continue to do when I stop playing. But I haven't really given it too much thought. I know I don't want to coach, so I scratch that off. I know I don't want to coach. I don't want to commentate. But other than that, you know, you never know what could happen.
Nice.
Let's talk about your coach, Dawn Staley, your former coach.
Oh, you didn't want to talk about the too small? Okay.
Oh, she's next. She's next. But let's talk about Dawn. Your relationship with her is very unique. And so explain how it started and why is it the way it is?
Coach Staley and I's relationship, it was pretty much like when I was young, I was awful at basketball. I never played. I was a bench warmer, whole thing. But like Coach Staley, like, you know, when you go play and college coaches would be around, Coach Staley was like the only one that really showed loyalty, like came to see me and my team play when we were like at Blue Williams or when we were at like small tournaments, like anything. So I was like, okay, like she's cool, but I didn't really know too much about her. Then I got invited to a camp. They gave me like those participation certificates, and I was like, whatever. I still didn't want to play basketball at a high level, so I was like, whatever. And then all of a sudden I fell in love with it, and I made the junior national team, and she was the coach of our U18 team. And this was before I committed to South Carolina and everything, and like we just became really cool. Like she really wanted the like best out of me, and she kind of saved me from me in some cases. She saw potential, and I just kind of always loved that. I loved the loyalty that she showed, the honesty that she had with me. And then when it was time to go to college, like she was just the best fit. And I always say, like, Coach Daly could have been in Alaska, and I would have went to Alaska. Like, she just so happened to be in my backyard, which was South Carolina. That's what made it that much sweeter. But like she's literally my second mom. She will call me about my outfits if my skirt's too short, or if she feels like I need to do something with my hair, or if I'm not looking up to par. She'll let me know that all the time. So it didn't really stop after college, which I love, and like it's just been growing ever since.
It sounds like you obviously have the best relationship, and it sounds amazing. But there has to be one story where things weren't very peachy.
Oh yeah, there's plenty. But one I would have to say, she kicked me out of practice. Like she always did this thing where she was just like, if I was being average, she would like. And Coach Staley likes to like push her buttons. Like she'll get like really like she gets the nitty gritty, and it's kind of bad because I'm like, you're really using my trauma, but it's okay. And she kicked me out of practice because apparently I wasn't doing well in practice. I was looking average. I was blending in. And she was like, someone like you should never blend. Like, I should always say, Asia's the best player on the floor. I can always see that. Like, it's a big jump. But I just didn't have it that day, and I was exhausted. Like, college practices was exhausting. Like, when it got to, like, the last 45 to hour, I'm like, all right, I'm checking out. So that's when I was checked out, and she spazzed on me, and, like, she was just yelling at me, and I was just like, you know what, I'm done with you. I'm cool off you. Like, I'm walking off the court. I was really done. So we really kind of went back and forth. And also, like, she was kind of like my homegirl in college as well. So I'll go to talk to her when I'm having boy problems and stuff. And she'll use that against me, like, why are you crying over him? He didn't want you. Like, like she would kind of make me feel really bad. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, check myself, like, let me remember who I am. Like, bump them, like, on to the next. So yeah, it wasn't always the best relationship. Sometimes I'm like, you could have bit your tongue and like not told me those things, but hey, I love her honesty, you know.
Dang, I wish my coach kicked me out of practice more. I'd have been hyped.
That's
quick days.
not.
I was just saying. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah. Asia, you ever fight anybody in practice? Any one of your teammates?
Nah, never fought.
You shouldn't.
Or in a weight room?
Never fought.
Or in a locker room? Do you put teammates in a headlock?
Never did that.
Never.
Don't let them lie to you. I was a model citizen.
Oh, Josh, you was fighting people?
No. It was taken out of context.
Yes.
Like, if you really... The definition of fight
Here we go.
was not what it was.
A tussle?
It was horseplay.
You see what happened with horseplay? They turned the whole flight around.
Yeah, it wasn't that kind of horseplay.
Bad.
Yeah, a little more like chill horseplay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my shoe.
What was that process like?
Oh, stressful. It was very stressful, only because, once again, like the media and the talk of the fans kind of just hyped up this whole thing. Like, they see people getting shoes or they see people having shoes, and they're like, what's going on with Asia? Why not Asia? What's going on? What's this? What's that? Oh, then you have the other side that's like, oh, who is Asia? She doesn't need shoes. It's not going to sell. Da-da-da. So it was just like a lot. Like, it took a mental toll on me because I'm just like, oh my God, I just need this shoe to drop so everybody can just shut the hell up. But no, the process was stressful, but also really fun. Like, once you understood what you wanted out of the shoe. Because for me, I'm like, oh, I just want a shoe that like looks good, like cool, everyone will like it. But like, once you dive deeper into like the soul of the shoe and like, no, I want it to be versatile. I want it to help people jump, or I want it to be quickness. Like, that's where I learned a lot, because I really didn't think about that when you're talking about the shoes that we wear. So yeah, like that whole process was just a lot of fun, and I was grateful that I made it like all sizes for kid sizes as well. Because once again, like I love helping out the youth and giving them a chance, and so to see young kids that could possibly wear my shoe could be a lot of fun. So yeah, and it comes with a slide as well. So you kind of got the total package, because I remember in AAU, you'll take your shoes off and just like put on like a pair of slides, but now like your slides can go hand in hand with your shoes. So it's gonna be pretty dope. I'm excited.
Can you tell us when they're dropping?
I honestly don't have the direct date. It's crazy. I go to Nike in a couple of weeks, so I will have all that details, but it'll be spring 2025 for sure.
Oh, so right before next season.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand like how much goes into
They don't.
making a shoe. I think they just like, oh, like, you know, they see someone like popping, and then it's like, oh, they should get a shoe, and they think like it's gonna come in like 6 months, or you know, they don't realize like it's a like multi-year
Right.
process of like trial elimination, getting your input, getting the designer input, etc.
Yeah. And then on top of that, it's just like, it's certain things that I just cannot share because I want it. If it's not perfect, I don't want to share it because then you're gonna be like, "Well, Asia, what the hell is this?" So like people were just like, "What's going on? If you knew all this time, why didn't?" I'm like, "Why would I tell a random Twitter user, hey, shoes about to drop?" Like, no, like it's not. It's
Don't
not.
cop it.
Like, just don't tell anyone. It's just between me and you. But it's just like people didn't understand that side of it, and then obviously everyone was just constantly asking me, and I'm just like, just wait, like just in due time, it's gonna happen. So I'm glad that it's finally working, and like now I can kind of at least say that I have a shoe.
I know you were saying based on the sole and direction you take it, it could be more for like quickness or jumping or versatility. Did you like model what the shoe is made for based off your own game, or were you more thinking about like?
You think about JB.
Um, it was definitely
My
like,
fault, bro. My fault. It was there. It was a low hanging fruit. I should have been better. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. It'll come back around.
it was a little bit of everything. Honestly, I took it into kind of thoughts, and there's been times where people at Nike were like, "No, Asia, we need you to think about you," because I was constantly thinking about the consumer. Like I'm like, what do I wish I had in a shoe, or what was something that I want people to have in their shoe? And then I kind of mixed that with like my style of play as well, because I don't wear a high top, and I just like wanted something that was going to be comfortable, but also hopefully something that you haven't really seen too much of. That it's like it looks a little different. So yeah, a little bit of everything.
Okay, so I just have one more question. Um, can you explain this, please?
You don't see it. You don't see the A.
Let me see. Wait, let me see it again, Josh.
You don't see the A. Like wholeheartedly.
I see the one.
There's no okay.
That's not a one.
A. Yeah, I can see where you get the one from. But this was the whole point of where I wanted the logo because I'm like, oh yeah, let's have a conversation about it. You don't see.
It
Well,
looks like an X.
but I do my. Oh, I can see the X too. But I do my signature in the sign of like a star, and so like it's. I can't really explain it because I'm not looking at it.
It's like a curse. It's like a cursive A. I get what you're trying to
Okay,
say.
if I turn it a little bit, if I turn it 45 degrees,
Perfect. Zoom out, squint it, turn it, and then it looks like an A. But yeah, it's an A, and then it has like a sparkle in it because like my life is just so glitz and glamour, you know. The luxury life.
This hardworking hand segment is brought to you by O'Keefe's. Jalen, Asia, Josh, from youth hoops to the pros, everyone thinks they work hard, but obviously there's levels to this. So who is one player? Could be from your area. Doesn't even have to be in the league right now. Maybe people don't even know who they are, but who is one player that showed you the true definition of hard work and influenced you to hold yourself to a higher standard?
I would have to say Coach Staley. I feel like someone that obviously I didn't get a chance to see her like play in the W, but when just looking at her now and what she's done to change young girls' lives in the community constantly and still shows up every day as herself, I think it's someone that I love to just roll. Like that's a role model to mine. I'm like, if I can navigate the world as just as smoothly as Coach Staley can, I feel like I'll be good. So yeah, she's definitely helped me hold myself to a higher standard.
I would say the easy answer for me is like my dad, obviously, but
cop out. Get someone else.
That's why I said the easy answer. But like, that's. I mean, I could say Coach Wright. When you get to college, obviously, you think like you're playing hard. You think you're doing everything to a certain level, but then like you realize like you definitely need to take it up a notch. Like, there's only a certain level of like people who like flourish as a freshman like right away, right? And then some people take time, and like some people you have to understand it. And so he definitely influenced me to how I needed to like push myself a little bit harder. And so and just to what I thought was game speed, once I got to college, I had to turn it up a notch.
For me, I'll probably say Jalen.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, right?
Oh, what a good friend.
Yeah.
That's so nice.
So there with Tibbs, every year, obviously I had, the year I got traded, so that year, and then last year was my first full year. So we have like the Noah thing. I'm not sure if you guys have it, Asia, like the little shooting thing in the facility. Yeah. So obviously, like for people that don't know what Noah is, like Noah tracks your shots, your twos, your threes. Then it gives you like more like in like your arc, your depth, left, right, etc. So I'm like, last year we were hurt a lot. I was playing like games. I'll be playing like 43 plus minutes. So like the next day, like I'll like do a little bit of shooting, shoot some free throws, lift, call it a day. And then when I got this pamphlet, I looked at like the Noah and I looked at like the shot attempts, and it was like all the players. And I think I was like 5th or 6th. And then obviously Jalen was first, but Jalen was almost double my attempts, and he was like 10,000 attempts more than whoever was number 2, which might have been Dante. So I'm like, okay, so this is, our captain who's shooting, I forgot exactly the number, but X amount, and it's, 10,000 more shots than the next person even attempted. So I saw that and I was like, you know what? That's some hard work.
Wow, that's great. I love that for y'all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ski!
All right, Josh, you want to take it?
No, sir.
Bow. Yeah.
Hardworking hands reach for O'Keefe's. You'll see me reaching for it before my games.
Ever wonder how pro hoopers keep their hands in top shape? Meet O'Keefe's Working Hands Cream, their secret weapon in the green jar on every scores table in the league.
O'Keefe's delivers intense moisture and protection, so your hands stay strong and ready for action. How do you think I get all my rebounds? O'Keefe's.
Whether shooting hoops or just on the go, O'Keefe's keeps your hands in prime condition. Join the pros who trust O'Keefe's, because every great play starts with healthy hands. Get yours today and experience the difference.
Headed to Madison Square Garden this year, Chase cardholders can score more at MSG with perks like discounts on concessions and team merchandise. A Jalen Brunson jersey, perhaps?
I swear we didn't really pay him to say that. Plus, cardholders get access to the Chase Lounge. Head to chase.com/MSG for more info. Terms and restrictions may apply.
So this is a segment we do every week called Picture Me Scrolling. Cam, our producer, pulls up funny moments of the week, tweets, Instagram, whatever. This is where, if Josh happens to be spanking someone on the bench, this is the part of the show where that'll show up.
Oh, interesting. So, okay, let's do it.
So for the people listening on Spotify, we have a stare. Actually, Asia, I'll let you share from your perspective.
Yeah, so this was in Indiana. We just got done playing the celebrity game, and I lost. My team lost. But one of my good friends, Jewel Lloyd, was on the other team, and she was like playing against our team, and she didn't cook us, but she didn't take it easy on us either. So yeah, I was very upset that we lost, and I didn't even know this camera was really getting us in the stare down. So yeah, I was very upset, because why would she do that? We're supposed to win.
She killed your confidence of being a coach. That's why you don't want to be a coach.
Low key, yes. But I was an assistant coach to Lil Wayne, so to be honest, I really wasn't tripping. But yeah, I don't like losing. I don't care if it is the Ruffles celebrity game.
Shout out Ruffles.
Shout out to Ruffles.
Cut that. We ain't getting paid.
Wow, they pay me though.
Yeah, you don't remember Asia and the vending machine?
Yeah.
And the little.
Asia did our custom segments, so we can shout out our sponsors for sure.
Yes, we can shout out Asia's sponsors. Yes, we can.
I'm so happy Cam put this on.
Hey yo. I ain't gonna lie. I never watched.
I never watched.
I
all
never
the way
watched
through.
that whole video.
I never watched the whole.
I think I watched like the first 3 seconds. But I'm not gonna lie, my initial thought process, I'm like, dang, what's J Hart doing over there, bro? He bugging. And I was like, wait, hold on, hey, I ain't do that. Hey, it caught me off guard, bro.
That is hilarious. Wow.
I mean,
this is one of my favorite trends of like every NBA player having a lookalike that he's like, I dare this so-and-so to have a bad game.
Yeah, it's one of your favorite trends. Yep.
I guess because I'm not an NBA player with a lookalike, but
That is hilarious. Wow.
I could be him for next Halloween. Oh, that could be crazy.
Oh, you should do that. We gotta save that.
That would be good.
That is hilarious.
Oh, here's a crash out.
All right, this is the video.
Yo, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This fucking roommate show? Go to that fucking whack-ass podcast? I don't give a fuck about no roommate. Who the fuck is Feed Fur? I don't give a fuck about none of them niggas, nigga. Get some fucking W's. Get some fucking W's. You light-skinned bitch.
Yo, what?
He's talking to Josh.
You're talking to me.
He's talking to
captain.
Josh. You the light skinned bitch. He ain't talking to me.
Talking to you. You the cap.
That
He's
was
on you to get some
his
dubs.
heart because he's like driving. Like, nah, I gotta get this on.
He was
Yeah, bro.
mad.
Say, brother, you don't want to look at the road?
Nothing. His safety. He was like, bump that. Ooh. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might need to ask him who he was talking about. I'm actually curious now.
Probably talking about you, Matt.
That is hilarious.
I can see that.
Wow.
Yeah. Y'all gonna get this podcast, but y'all want it or not. Just saying.
I don't know. I don't know who tweeted this, but I hope everybody finds 1,000 reasons to smile on this lovely Sunday. That's
a good tweet.
Whoever tweeted that, man, bless his
That's a
heart.
great tweet.
You're right. Bless his
Especially
heart.
on Sunday. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the Lord's Day.
The Lord's
Bless
Day.
his heart.
Yes.
I don't see
Hallelujah.
anything wrong with this tweet. I really and truly love it. I feel like it's just like sprinkling some reasons to smile on a lovely Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing wrong with this.
Me either.
Yeah.
Great tweet.
Yeah, it's a great tweet. I give it a 10 out of 10.
He's going places with those type of kind words.
For sure.
What a guy.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my god.
That's Elite. Elite said that. That's funny.
Do we look? We don't even look alike.
That's funny.
Do we look alike?
Not really, but like y'all could pass.
Because we have the same
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
A little bit.
I can see it. Like quick glance, like
Yeah.
I could see it.
I didn't know he was Mr. New York basketball.
Yes, he was.
Wow.
Eye on the prep.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
This is a picture of Matt Ryan, our teammate, and someone quote tweeted saying, "Wait, we signed the guy from the roommate show."
That's Elite, bro. You don't know who Elite is?
That's Elite.
That's
Elite.
he's a producer of Dreamville. He's one of the producers. Does a lot of Ari Lennox's stuff, some of Cole's songs.
I like his handle.
Yeah,
I like that he locked
that's
that handle.
that is honestly that's a fire handle.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't even lie.
Cool.
It's Elite.
Elite.
Damn. That's crazy.
Look at that. Oh.
That is.
That's cute.
We got Charlotte Hornets, Asia repping the Charlotte Sting jersey, and then we have my sister posting a picture of me, her, and Dawn Staley, Asia's college coach. That's crazy. I forgot all about that picture.
Oh, how old were you?
I was playing football, so I was like 3rd and 4th grade, probably around then. Yeah, and then I quit after that. I was like, I'm not playing outdoor sport.
I love this. Is cute.
Yeah, some nice wholesome content. You know, it's not always crash outs on here.
That's always good. Healthy balance.
Mm-hmm. No,
You scared the shit out of me. I don't know. Yeah.
boy. Hey, that's hilarious. That's how I look when my wife calls me.
Are you Asia? Are you like Josh? Okay.
Whoa.
Are you...
Stop the phone. Stop the phone. Shannon call. Hey.
Wow. Asia, are you like Josh when he knows he's mic'd up, he puts on a show and he acts completely different than how he would when he's not mic'd?
Oh no.
I act the same.
Why would you do that, Josh?
I feel like Josh says a lot more BS when he's mic'd.
Nigga, I got a podcast.
Oh no, yeah, no, I don't do that. You got to tell everybody that you're mic'd first. And
I
then,
do that.
Josh does that.
Yeah, once you do that, you're kind of in the clear. Whatever goes. But I don't think I ever like change up because the mic is on.
How do I change up?
You don't like change up. You just do like the
You
most.
know when
like,
he's mic'd.
more. Yeah, like you know he's mic'd. He's just going.
He's a natural born entertainer.
There it is. That's great.
Nil Vegneb, which I think is maybe his name backwards. Ben Gevlin, maybe. Anyway.
Wow, that was good.
Potentially.
Yeah.
This is why you're here. This is why you're here.
Didn't you get a 30 on the ACT?
This is why
That's
you're
why.
here.
I did. Okay. He wants to know, what is the end score if you and Josh play 1-on-1 to 11, your ball first?
What's T, boys?
What about you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you guys.
No, trust me. Everyone knows what the score with me and Josh. It's not.
I feel like the score would be like 8-11. Me.
It's not happening.
I get ball first.
You get ball first.
She does get
Yeah,
ball
you're
first.
not gonna
She
get it
ball
back.
first.
And you could, but that's gonna be your time. Like that's gonna be your period, which is fine. I'm not saying I'm gonna go like you gonna go scoreless, but 8-11, I feel like it's pretty solid. So what do you think it'll be, Josh? Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off.
I was just about to violate this. I'm about to say,
Right.
damn, probably like 11 too.
You're sick. You're sick.
Nah, I'll say like a good 11, probably like 11-7.
Okay, that's fair. You got 7? Okay.
No.
You can't. You.
What you mean? What you mean? I got 7 what? I got 7 plus 4.
I'd pay to see
It would
that.
actually be. It would be like 8-11.
I will say this is just it's not a valid list at all. No.
It's not a valid list, but if you saw yourself on the list, would you have told us?
No, I mean this list has this random like Benedict
If you saw
Mathurin
yourself
is not
on that list,
a bad player. Like he's nice. He had a great game against us. Bojan Bogdanovic, nice. Shannon Sharp, nice.
Josh.
I'm just saying, don't be mad at me. Be mad at the author.
If you saw your name on that list, would you have told us?
My name, actually, hold on. Control F, Hart. Isaiah Hartenstein is 398. I'm 365. So that's good.
So that means you're top 100.
Yeah, 365 out of, and then
450.
This has 422. Yeah, look at me. Technically, I'm top. So I'm technically top 70, right?
Sure. When was this posted? 2 years ago. The fall off has been crazy. But hey, we want to thank the fans in Asia. We really appreciate you coming on the show. I mean, this has been very remarkable for us. We've been dying to get you on the show. An icon, a legend, a future GOAT. We appreciate you. And fans, we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Brought to you by our new exclusive content platform, FanFix. You guys are going to get early access on drops, merch, tickets. Obviously, we did the roommates block party, more stuff like that. It's going to be fun. And you'll be able to chat directly with us. It's a cool feature that FanFix has, so you can reach out, subscribe, hit us up, hear from us directly. Want to hear from the biggest fans. Tap in with FanFix today.